In 2016, I started a video series called Camp Walmart. It focused on the building and improvement of and to the Walmart assets and identification and information collecting of its shoppers. Now the info was good, but the audio was admittedly bad. And here I am, 2 years later. Everything is up and running, and has been for some time, so now I'm back to show you where I was right and wrong, and a few surprises too. So without further ado, here we go. Ben Davidson and the Suspicious Observers started a 4-part series, Earth Catastrophe Cycle. It's a new idea that's been floating around ever since the release of a book by the CIA recently, declassified. Here, with a little bit from part 4, is Ben Davidson. Take it away, Ben.
Now, in all of these cases, it is thought that a sun-like star has a close orbiting binary, much smaller than it, which feeds material down, accumulating in the atmosphere of it and triggering an explosive shell release. It is notable that while some or all may be binaries, none of the purported binary stars have ever been imaged at those regions, and in fact, solitary stars will encounter dust and gas and asteroids and comets and accumulate the same material over time. The single most important thing to know right now is there is almost no serious astronomer alive who would claim this list is complete. They fully expect to see some of the nova they have cataloged in the last century show up once again and make this list, and way more importantly, they know there are almost certainly those with extremely long cycle times that we have not even seen go boom once in the time of astronomical science, which really only goes back about 100 years for these types of events, and which could completely miss a cycle of hundreds or thousands of years, even if it's right in our backyard.
So the idea here is basically the sun is connected to the earth. And in that connection, the crust is free to shift, meaning if the sun were to go through, say, MircoNova, it would mean total chaos for the entire planet. Check it out. So this first map here, originally released with my first video, shows where the proposed site is, the place across the street where I thought people would be held, and here's a map of now. You can see the whole area is exploded. The Amazon Fulfillment Center, there's all sorts of warehouses in there, the Walmart Distribution Center with FedEx in the middle, Orlando and Tampa within an hour each way. I don't know. I can't help but feel that this area is going under some
aggressive expansion.
Yeah, that's about right. So I went back to the scene of where I did my original video years ago, 2.5 to be exact. And this is what I got today. There's trucks in the parking lot, trailers rolling. Both warehouses are operational now. One is slated for Walmart.com as a shipping warehouse, and the other one is just a warehouse for goods and all that stuff. I took a short drive around the properties on an access road that runs in, around, and behind. You can see there on the right a small water treatment plant, but there is also another water treatment plant further up Route 27, just out of the map view that we'll go back to in just a moment here. But as we drive around the backside of these buildings here, you'll see just how complete these facilities are. Not easily accessible. The fence, it's not anything high-tech or anything like that, but these right now are meant to be for the public. There's an underlying issue to all of this right here. When we go back to the map, I'm going to show it to you. If you notice where this area is located in Central Florida, we're going to get to that in just a moment. You'll notice, like I said, Central, there's the FedEx facility. Like I said, Central, it is right in the middle of everything. Roads connecting it to both coasts, 2 main cities within an hour each way. Both coasts accessible within an hour and a half of each other. FedEx trucks broken down. Or transferring packages, you never know. But as we come around the corner here, this was the second building that I wasn't really too sure about in my first video. And I find it to be very, very interesting. This is the Walmart.com building. And it's not the building itself, which you can see here is just basically your run-of-the-mill Walmart shipping center. But it's when I turn the camera here to the right, you're going to see aggressive expansion once again coming into play. What's going in here? Don't have a plan yet, but we'll find out soon enough, so stay tuned. That was this area. It's all wrapped up. It's all one nice, neat little package as we're about to see right here. Take a look at the map. You'll see what I mean. You can see 27 running north to south. Like I said, I-4 runs east to west. 30 miles to Orlando, 52 to Tampa. And this area is undergoing tremendous development. Center of the state. That's what I said. Why is this important? Well, I'll tell you. It has to do with what's 6 miles down the road from this fulfillment center. It's the initial Walmart that I started to look at back in 2016. Located in Four Corners, Florida. Just 6 miles from Walt Disney World. At the intersection of I-4 and Route 27. You'll notice here, brand new emergency room and housing going in here. You've got the Walmart, you've got the Lowe's. The population centers in these areas is just exploding like nothing I've ever seen. I took a drive down to my local Walmart. Here it is. Now, being this close to Orlando, Florida, there's a lot of tourists in town usually, but this is a dead time of year. It is Christmas break. Kids are out of school. Midweek. And you can see there's people here. The parking lots are by no means packed. This is 2 days after Christmas, I believe. This footage was shot. You can see on the building there's some cameras. And up on the top of the building, you can see the poles where the old cameras used to be, but the poles have not been taken down yet. So we went inside to see what's doing at Walmart in the middle of Christmas week. And I was shocked to find this. Half-stocked shelves. We're not that busy, folks. It's not this bad. And in case you're saying to yourself, well, they like to stock the shelves at night. Well, I can tell you this. There's people stocking right now. They're stocking this stuff. And not only that, I took a look at the policy up front right before I left. And this is what I saw. Now, they have your ID, your credit card. They'll find your receipt, what you bought based on it. Walmart has a system in place to go ahead and keep a profile of you. Your ID, your card, your address, everything. Think about it. So Camp Walmart, not going to mean jack shit if the sun does its thing. And this cycle thing that the suspicious observers are bringing to the forefront continues to play out. MircoNova, we'll see. Could always go the old-fashioned route. Good old-fashioned volcanoes right there. Krakatoa just blew again. Hey, you gonna die! We're all gonna die. Does it really matter? Hurricane, stuck in traffic, trying to get out of town. Anything short of those situations that I mentioned just a minute ago. And this Walmart idea, think about it. 6 miles from Disney. You can get plenty of people all squared up, squared away. All the tourists, everybody in town, if there were to be a catastrophe. The shelves run dry. Everything goes bare. Well, don't forget. Back in 2014, 2015, Obama signed that executive order. And I'll tell you what, you know what that means. Martial law. No one can run, no one can hide. Hopefully you were prepared. But if you're not, please report to Walmart. Think about that and prepare now. Folks, thanks for joining me at Camp Walmart Revisited. Hopefully you like what you saw, and if you did, drop a like and a subscribe for more great content. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.